Hello there, gamers! It is Professor Meg here, and today I am impersonating Little Red Riding Hood, I guess, because today I'm playing Tanglewood. Tanglewood is a new deck series with Chip Theory Games. It's in a world inspired by Manny Trembley. He also did all of the art for this, but there are 3 different decks. There's, I believe, red, white, and gold, and today I'm going to be playing with the red one. The red one is the only one I've had exposure to yet so far, but that's what we're going to be playing through today. Now, for those of you that don't know 20 Strong in general, 20 Strong is a solo game where you're going to be playing through different challenges and using the dice that you have available to accomplish those different challenges. And what happens is that you are choosing as many dice as you want to commit to different challenges, but then after that they are exhausted and you only recover so many. They also have different crit values, so some of them are more successful than others, so you kind of have to choose what dice you are committing to different things, how many you can kind of save and then roll over to the future, as well as using a lot of strategy to keep your health up, take out different enemies, and things like that. So 20 Strong follows a general system where it has those dice and the decks, and then after that all of the different iterations kind of take their own spin on it. So I've been able to play, I think, every 20 Strong version so far, and now we're about to play red. Alright, so starting off here, you are smacked immediately in the face with that beautiful art from Mr. Manny Trembley. I am so excited that he is doing a fairy tale based world, that this is exactly what I needed. A Chip Theory game with some Manny Trembley art in this beautifully illustrated world, and on top of that, we're adding fairy tales. So, as I said, you have those different dice that you're able to roll, and in this particular iteration, we are going to be going through these different paths, exploring our paths to try to get to the end, and then at the end, we will have to face off against the big bad wolf if we are able to make it that far. On top of that, we have a merchant over here, so we're going to be able to take different merchant actions for different costs, because you do start with gold at the beginning of the game, and you can also see that a die of every color is locked off for me. So you can see that I have yellow, green, blue, purple, and red die, but there's only one red die. That one is an automatic success. I believe it either has 1 or 2 crit sides on it. 1 crit side. So it's an automatic success, but it does have 1 crit, which would be able to do 2 for you instead of 1. But normally all of those would be locked off from you at the end of the game. However, we chose to start with Big Red. Big Red's stats are going to be that she has 2 health, she has 3 strategy, and 2 recovery. So that 3 strategy means that when we're using our different rolls, we're able to roll 3 different times, and our 2 recovery means we'll get 2 dice back at the end of every encounter. Now, she's very special because if you begin the game with this side, you start with the red die, so we get to start with this unlocked and keep it over here because we are Big Red. She also has these different abilities, wolf hunting, so you can banish this red die. There's a difference between exhausting, which is when you recover it back, or banishing it, which is up here to the merchant, which we would have to pay to recover them. You can banish it to deal 4 damage to a non-boss or wolf pack enemy. So wolf packs will come out here, not Big Red, or different enemies over here. And then she also has a flip trigger. After banishing the red die, flip to little red. So we also have a little red side. She has slightly different abilities, but we will be flipping throughout the game depending on if we meet those different conditions. All right, so now we are ready to just jump right into it. A final thing to note, we took our red die for starting with Big Red, and then we will adjust our starting gold. So we are going to start with 20 gold minus your different statistics. So we have 2 health, and then 3 strategy and 2 recovery for a total of 7. So we are going to start with 13 gold at the beginning of the game. Now we're going to be spending that gold pretty quickly. This game is a bit brutal, but with that we are going to jump right into it. So you can see that we are starting here on this particular pathway, and we now have a choice of where we want to go. Another action we can do is explore, which is using your yellow or blue dice here, and that will let us put different cards ahead in the path. And I think before I make any decisions, that would be our best bet. So I'm going to add 1 yellow die. And then if I get a success, I'll be able to add a daytime map to the path, but on a miss, I'll have to add a nighttime map to the path, which I'll show you in a second. So let's see. Ooh, I did miss. That's horrible. So we're going to take one of these, and instead of putting it on this easier path side, we're going to flip it over to its nighttime path. So we do have a little bit more knowledge about what we're going to be heading into. Let's see. So this fun little chart here shows you everything. So for a solid filled in book, that would be Draw and Resolve a Fable. and I believe that would be it for that particular one. So I think I do want to go that way, because if not, these double rings are, I would have to banish people, and this one is fighting. I think we definitely want to go up this way toward the campfire, so I am pretty glad that I did that. Now this die is going to be exhausted, I believe. Yes, so this die is exhausted for me. We'll put it over here, and then we'll start moving up. So if we want to go this way, we're going to move up to here, and we're going to encounter an enemy minion. So this is going to be a minion battle. Right here, you have your minions, and you always kind of know what's coming. So we know that Sheldon would be the first one, and then Prickle, Stomp'em, etc. And this will start to cycle as we start fighting the different minions. Now, just let me check this really quickly, but I believe that is all that is happening for this particular circle. So we are going to start off with him and move these ones down. Alright, so looking at Sheldon, he also has this ability. All of his hits deal 1 fewer damage. So, no, all hits. That would be so great if it was all of his hits. It's not all of his hits. He only hits for 1 anyway, which I thought was kind of weird. No, all of my hits hit for 1 fewer damage. Now, the thing that's really brutal about this is that in 20 strong, for that to happen, your dice are just rolling 1 fewer. So you would need to crit to be able to even do 1 damage. You're not accumulating all of your dice, like say, for example, 6 successes, and then you only have 5. No, no, no. Every single dice is just a little bit worse now. But when we do defeat him, we would get 5 gold. And another option I have to do is bribe him. So for 7 gold, I could bribe him to just automatically beat him. He does only do 1 damage, so I'm not too afraid even if we lose. And I think we should just fight this guy. So he does have 2 health. All hits deal 1 fewer damage. Okay, so we're going to attack with our red one because we'll recover that one right away. Then we're going to add a purple. Now this is where you get to roll the 3 different times. So I'm going to roll just those 2 and then continue to see what I want to do, because you can always commit extra dice between those 2 phases. I can't roll anymore for this initial roll, but I can add dice for the 2nd and 3rd roll. So let's see. Okay, so those are both bad. They're bad because they're 1 fewer damage, and this absolutely stinks. Let's see. My recovery is 2. I wonder if I should just try these 2 again, but it's so difficult. I'm going to add 1 more purple. This is rough because I want to get those crits. Oh my goodness. All right, let's see. Okay, we got 1, and we still have 1 more roll. So we got the 1, that's 1 damage that's being assigned to him. And let's just roll these 2 again and see if we are able to get a crit. We did not. So we are not able to do all the damage to take him out. All enemies are going to leave regardless. So he is going to deal 1 damage back to me, and that was not great. Alright, so we took the damage from this guy, which I am not too happy about. He is going to go away, and now all of these dice are exhausted for us. However, we do get to recover 2, so we're going to take back our red and purple, and hopefully get better ones back later. That was not a good first fight. We're all going in with only 1 health now. Okay, and right after that, we're going to go into another minion battle. So this one is going to be moving into a trap as well. So with the trap, we're going to roll a blue die, and on a miss, flip this card to night. On a hit, recover up to 2 dice. Now, it is... Oh, no, it's not already on night. We're still on the green card. Okay, so let's see. But on a hit, we can recover 2 dice, which would be so great. Oh, we did! Okay, so we get to recover these 2 dice back. I don't believe that this one would be exhausted. It never says to exhaust it for this particular symbol, so I'm going to say that you are rolling the die but not actually using it, but that's actually a question I have, is for the traps, are these exhausted or not? I don't believe so, so we're just going to play like that now, but that's something to note because I might not be sure. So now we're going on to this minion battle against Prickle. These will move down, and now we're going to attempt to fight this guy. Let's see if we do any better. So if Prickle is the only non-boss enemy, it gains a +2 health and does +1 damage back. I'm thinking, you guys, that we are in such a pickle with Prickle. I might just pay to make him go away. He has 5 health. I don't want to spend that much dice. We've recovered everything. I think I'm going to spend the 5 gold this time and bribe this guy away and see you later. Because He's just not worth it, and I don't want to lose again. So, he is now gone. We paid our money, and now we're moving up again. So, if we move up to the book symbol, this is draw and resolve a fable. So, we're getting minions from this side of the deck, but fables are actually on the other side. So, what I'll do is draw the bottom card and resolve the fable effect. So, just to clarify, all of these minions have different fable effects on the back. This deck will be shuffled, and you're kind of interacting with it from both sides. Sundown. Remove all daytime cards from your path and shuffle them back into the map deck. If at least 2 cards were removed this way, +1 to any stat, well, remove all daytime cards from your path. I believe the path is only going forward. This one we've already explored, so I don't think that one counts. I think anything that's behind you isn't part of it. So I believe nothing is really going to happen because we don't have anything ahead of us. That would have actually been a little bit better for us to add to stats, but we would have spent to have the different map tiles out, so I guess that is a fair trade-off. Alright, so now we are moving up to the campfire. The campfire, yet again, is a trap, so let's use the trap ability here. And we did get a success, so on a hit we can recover up to 2 dice, but we are completely recovered, so we don't need to worry about that. Just nothing bad happened. And then now we are at a campfire, so we can add 1 to either our strategy or recovery or +2 health. And I think right now with 1 health, we should add 2 to our health because we are in trouble. Now, our pathway right now has us going to just 1 straightforward, and we can't really decide much after that. So I think it's in our best bet to save our dice, not explore, and just move on ahead and see what's going to happen a little bit blindly. So with that, we're going to move up here for a minion battle, but you can see that it has this little triangle around it and then different nodes. That means that it's going to be a mob, and you get +1 minion for each of the different chevrons surrounding the node. So this one has 2, meaning that we are going to fight an enemy minion, and he's going to summon 2 friends along with him. So we're going to take a look at what this is going to do to us, but I think it's going to be a little bit scary. We do have a lot of dice, so let's see. Stompum says, Stompum's bribe cost is reduced by 1 for each die in your exhausted area. Well, that's not helpful to us yet. Toadstool Imp. If nighttime Toadstool Imp's if nighttime Toadstool Imp's blood health is +1 to your highest stat. Oh my gosh. So his health is currently 4, and then the gold reward is 1 plus your highest stat. So that kind of is relative to each other. And then we have Craw. You may freely reroll crits. When you apply a crit to an enemy, I lose 1 health. Okay, so we gotta kill him first. I can freely reroll crits. When you apply a crit to an enemy, -1 health. Alright, let's take him out because no one else is really hurting us during this phase. We do have 8 gold. I wonder if we should just pay and get rid of the Toadstool Imp as well, because we are really in trouble. This guy's going to give us 10. This guy's going to give us 4. I'm going to bribe the Toadstool Imp away. So that's going to be 5 coins. We're now down to 3, but that's okay because we're going to make a lot of money assuming that we can kill these guys, which is going to be tricky, but we're going to try. So we have an 8 health and a 5 health, and we are just straight up trying to do that much damage. I am nervous, you guys. I'm nervous. I'm kind of like talking out what's happening because I'm not sure how we're going to be able to do this, but we're going to take a red. We're going to take 2 purple. This is a lot of health. We're going to take 2 purple, 2 blue, 2 green, and 2 yellow. Because we really need that many hits. We really do. So let's see. We're going to use all of these dice. I don't know if this is wrong. I don't know if it's wrong. Maybe we'll keep the yellow. We'll keep the green. We'll hold on to the green for now. This does feel scary. Okay. Alright, so we can freely reroll crits. So I'm gonna just freely reroll these 3. Because we're trying to kill that other guy. Okay, so that's all non-crits. Which is great, but not great. So I'm going to assign all 5 of these over to here, which will kill Craw, and we will gain 4 gold. Alright, so now we need to worry about Stompum though, and he has 8 health. So I can apply crits to him, but I believe all of these dice stay applied to Craw. Because of that, I think I might do this actually a little bit differently. I think I might use my second... I don't want to lose my red die, which I I don't know. I mean, I guess they all could crit, but I kind of want to try to get a single success on one of these. So I think I'm going to do something totally crazy that I absolutely should not do. And I'm going to roll these 3 and not knock him out yet, because I can kill him and then apply doubles over here. So this is roll number 2. I'm going to add a green because of Stomp 'em. Roll number 2. Okay, that didn't really change anything. So, but we will apply this here instead. So now the purple goes on him. And I'm going to hold on to this to roll the 3rd time. So we're going to kill this guy. We got the gold. We had killed him. We just kind of decided to do it a little bit later. But now we need to somehow do 8. These guys are all exhausted. 1, 2, 3. I can't do 8. I can't do 8, and he's going to do 3 damage to us. Okay. I think I should just roll it all because I think I might die, you guys. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So right about now is when I'm realizing this might not have been the best to show you this because I really only got through 2 different paths. This is when I would lose because he does 3 damage. I only have 3 health, so he's going to hit me for 3, and I would automatically lose the game here. So just to clarify for everyone, I would absolutely lose the game here, and that's what would happen. But that being said, I think I'm going to reset and fight 3 new minions just so that you can see a bit more of the game, because that was the point of this. I want to show you the game, and I lost like pretty easily. This Stompum guy is like super strong. So the best way for me to reset it, because I kind of have a hard time resetting games, is that I know I had all of my dice before I fought any of these guys. So I'm going to take all of my dice back and do a new minion turn, and if I still lose then, I may end up just talking about more of the mechanics with you guys, but I at least want to try to get a little bit further so you can see, you know, the market and things like that, and different things that will happen. So, here, we're arranging. Okay, so we're gonna get Stompum out of here, we're gonna get all of them out of here, and I'm just gonna fight 3 new people and see how that goes. So, we're gonna start off with a Feral Leprechaun, and our Porcupine, and Brierne. So now we're going to fight those 3, and if anything, it will just show you more of the game. But again, I lost. Here, we'll even take the 4 gold back, so I'm back down to 3. Although I did bribe one of them. Who did I bribe? This guy for 5, so I should be at 8. Because we have all of our bribe money, which I do think is a very important mechanic to use in the game. So, our Feral Leprechaun. Feral Leprechaun's health is reduced by the amount of gold you have. Ooh, we have 8, so his health is only 2. Feral Leprechaun's bribe is equal to the amount of gold you have. That's amazing. I actually love that low-key. Porcupine. At the start of each strategy phase after the first, you lose a health. So after our first 3 rolls, we will lose a health every time that we have to... Oh, no, sorry, after the very first time. So we should probably try to take him out first, or bribe him. And then Brierne, which is purple dice cannot be used. I think that's the one that we should bribe away. I don't know. That's not that bad, though. All right, so how about we do this? We'll get rid of the Porcupine. So we're going to pay 5 to get rid of him instead. We're going to make him go over here to our discard with these other guys that beat us. And now we have just these 2 guys to deal with. So the Feral Leprechaun's health is 2. The Brierne's health is 3. I feel like that's a lot more reasonable than what we did. So I'm going to start off with these dice here and hope for some crits for the 3. And let's see what happens. Okay, there's 1 crit, so we will spend this crit to kill him because his health is only 2. And then, should I just take the 3? I feel like I should, but, because what else could I hope better? They'll all be exhausted anyway, yeah, so I'll just spend the 3. Oh no, purple cannot be used. Purple cannot be used. I messed that up. If I couldn't have used purple, I would have used just more blue. Here, we'll put our purple back. So we'll just roll blue for that same roll. Oh, look at that. They're exactly the same. All right, so we will use all 3 of our successes there, meaning that both of them are killed, and we will gain 9 gold, bringing us back up to 12. So again, just to recap for you guys if this got confusing, I fought 3 enemies and died, so I summoned 3 new enemies and I lived. Oops, these all get exhausted. But yeah, that's how things went and everything is fine. Yep, we beat him. And now we're just gonna keep going. So that was this spot in the path, and we aren't going to explore because there's only 1 connected way for us to go anyway, so we are just going to move forward. Although, I believe that is what determines if it's a a face-up card or not. So I think I do actually need to explore. All right, but it was a face-up one. So we're going to take one of these cards here from the path, and we are going to add it in front of us. All right, so this is going to have us go to a book. All right, but actually before we do that, because we explored, we're going to be able to go to the handy dandy market over here that we haven't been able to see yet. So because we only rolled one die, we're going to reveal one item from the market that we could purchase. Woodman's Axe. While on a nighttime node, yellow hits deal +2 damage, and yellow crits deal +1 damage. Ooh, that's pretty good, but I don't think I'm going to purchase it. So I am just going to put this off to the side because I'm not going to purchase that. However, I am going to use the merchant ability to buy some of these dice back. So when you are buying dice back, you spend 3 gold, and you can only take the weakest dice available. But I am going to spend 9 gold and take all 3 of these back. That way we're kind of getting a bit better when we need to. One other thing that I did miss because I was so focused on how we lost was I didn't recover at the end of that last encounter either. So I do get to recover 2 dice back. So we will take a blue and a red back. So our pool is a bit more healthy now. All right, so now we are going to move forward up to this book, which is going to be a fable. So we're going to draw and resolve this. And it's Howl at the Moon. You may place up to 1 die of each color from your dice pool and exhausted areas on Grandma's Cottage node. When you reach that node, +1 health equal to the dice that are there and immediately recover them. I would do that. When you reach that node, heal equal to the dice there and immediately recover them. I'm going to put all my yellows there. I'm going to go crazy, and that's going to give us 3 extra health if and when we get to the end. So I don't know, here's hoping that serves us well, but we'll absolutely see in the future. Okay, so then I'm going to have us go this way, which would be to the campfire, and we can either do +1 strategy or recovery or +2 to health. Now our health is currently 3. I do really like strategy, but I think I am going to heal our recovery. Should I heal our strategy? We'll do strategy first. That's the one that's going to allow you to re-roll, so we can now roll 4 times instead of 3. And with that, we are going to explore again, but I'm realizing that we are going to have to explore with a blue die. So here's hoping. Okay, so we are absolutely fine. And on a crit, in addition to the daytime map card, we actually get to gain a gold. So we will gain a gold for that. And we will now explore this next area. So we'll place this here. Not too much going on, nothing crazy. And this will go over here for us. We could do the merchant action again, but with 4 gold, I mean, we can see what the card is because we did roll 1 die. Let's see. Mimsy Potion. Recover all blue and yellow dice. Ugh, I could actually afford it. I have exactly 4 gold. But I think I'm going to hold off for now because I really like bribing enemies when I'm fighting them. Okay, so this one is now going to move up to here. This is going to be a minion battle, and it is also a trap. So this is the one where I roll a blue, and on a hit, I get to recover 2 dice. So I'm going to recover a yellow and a blue, because it seems I want yellows to be exploring. And then, well, I guess I'll recover a blue and a blue. The blue was just as good. Okay, so we did that, and then we are on a minion spot. So we're going to fight Mr. Prickle, and I think that's how we might fight him, because he's alone. Let's see, if Prickle is... Oh no, this is when I don't want to fight him. If he's the only non-boss enemy, he gains +2 health and +1 damage. Now we cannot afford to send him away, so I guess we have to fight him. And we want to get 5 damage on this guy. Goodness. I'm going to roll all of these because, well, we do have a lot of rerolls. We have a lot of rerolls. Let's leave our purple. And we're going to try to get 2 crits. We're going to have a little hubris right now. Whoop. Okay, so that's like not much of anything. So we're going to reroll all of it. Reroll it all. Okay, so that's 3 hits. And we want 5. I have 2 more rolls. So I'm going to assign these 2 here and roll both of these. And then after that, I still have 1 more roll. Oh, goodness. I'm going to reroll both of them again. Oh, gosh, should I add another one? I hate this guy. We're gonna add a blue. Ugh, you guys. Oh, great, and then figures. We do so good. Okay, well, actually, I think that's exactly what we needed. I love how I was like, we did so good. All right, so this would be 5 damage to him, which would take him out. We'll get 3 gold for that, bringing us up to 7. all of these are going to be exhausted on us, but then we get to recover 2 back. So we're going to take a purple and a red, and things are looking a little bit more dire. Just a little bit more dire for us. All right, so now we could either go straight up or over to the Fable card. So before we do that, I'm going to explore again and roll this. So we did get a crit, so I get to gain another gold. So we're now at 8, which is pretty good. And then we'll get another one of these cards. So I flip this one. Oop, it will be this way. So let's see. It's exactly the same no matter what we do. So I think this would be a Fable card, which does turn out to be good for us sometimes, but we would also have to go through a toll. So instead of that, I'm going to have us go straight up to here. This is going to be a minion battle, which is blighted, which means all enemies gain +1 health, +1 damage, and +1 Brad. But it is luckily just 1 minion that we're doing. So we'll slide all of this down, and we're going to fight our Toadstool Imp. So if nighttime, but it's not, and the gold reward is 1 plus your highest stat. So right now it would be 5 gold, which is pretty good. And it is not nighttime, so I believe his health is just a 1. If his health is just a 1, I'm just going to roll my red die and boop, killed him. We got to ping him pretty easily. And his health is 5 gold because my highest stat right now is 4 plus 1, so we get 5 gold for that. That's pretty nice. And then we do only recover 2, but we'll auto recover our red die and take a blue die back. Beautiful. See, everything's fine. It's almost like we never ever died before, and it's nothing to worry about. So after that, we could choose to go straight forward or over to this Fable card. So I think I'm going to explore. Oh, I see. I have a blue. All right, I guess we'll use the blue and explore. Oh no, it's going to be a nighttime one. So we will still get to see what's coming and decide which path we want to go. But instead, this is going to be a nighttime card instead. So this would normally go up to here. But I'm going to take both of these cards since we're currently on the grade one and kind of slide them down to here. So let's see. It looks like, oh my gosh, it looks like definitely I should go this way. So we're going to go straight up to here. This is going to be a trap. So we're going to roll a blue. Nothing. Well, on a miss, flip this card to night, but it's already night, so we don't have to worry. And then we're going to have a Fable card. Spindle Weave. Immediately reverse all explored cards in your path. You will still travel over them in the same direction, but they will appear upside down. Oh my gosh. But I believe path is going forward, not anything that has already happened. So since we're currently on this card, I think there's nothing in our path. Which is really, really cool and interesting, but luckily for us, that's not going to affect us. All right, and then we are going to move up one more time to the next book, which is going to be Draw and Resolve a Fable, but we also have to pay the toll, which is banish any die or pay 2 gold. We're going to pay 2 gold, bringing us down to 11, and then we're going to do another Fable card, and let's just see what happens there. Eyes of the Woods. Set Eyes of the Woods next to your path. You may now use purple dice when exploring. The next time you pay gold, banish dice, or lower your health for any reason, discard Eyes of the Woods. So that's really interesting. We're just able to now use purple cards or purple dice to explore going forward. And then after that, I'm going to have us go here to the fire, and that's where I'm going to have us increase at the campfire, increase our recovery by 1. So we are now a 34-3, and I'm feeling pretty strong about that for a dead girl. So at that point, we are now going to use one of our purples to explore, because that's, why not? We did really bad. So we are going to take this card here, and it's going to be on the nighttime side. I'm now going to move this one up to here, slide this one down, and then I think I'll kind of leave us like this. But yeah, we got the bad side again. The bad side! Alright, so we can either go straight up toward a fight, toward a Fable card, or toward a thing. I think I'm gonna go this way. So we went up and then over to the side, and we are now going to fight a minion, and then this is in another trap. So, yay. I keep hoping that we do well so that we can recover dice. So we're gonna recover these 2. these two, for successfully getting through the trap, but then we are going to have to fight another minion. Now, I do like that we don't have to go straight forward and fight all of those, so we are a little bit protected, but if we did, we would be able to go to a campfire, so that is kind of a trade-off. So we are now going to fight off this Weevil. And to fight off the Weevil, let's see. Weevil has +1 health, +1 damage, and +1 gold reward for each yellow die in your exhausted area. Well, I only have 1. But that only gives him 2 health, which is great for me. If he only has 2 health, and I have this many rolls, I think I'm going to roll my red one like twice for crits. So let's see. 1, 2, and I got it. So I got a crit on my red. He only has 2 health, so I'm going to automatically kill him. And +1 gold reward for each yellow. So I get two yellow die, or sorry, 2 gold for killing him. This will go to here, but I'm now recovering 3, so I'm going to recover all of these back and have them over here. So now he is killed. Oops, he's gonna go over here. And then the next time you pay money, banish, I think I paid money for something. I paid money for a toll going through here. Was that after this? Yeah, oh, it was right at the same time. So, banish dice or lower your health. Okay, so none of that has happened yet. So, we're then going to move straight up to here, and this is going to be the toll where I banish any die or pay 2 gold. So, because I'm paying the 2 gold, it's going to get rid of this Eyes of the Woods on me, so that is gone. But I'm going to pay the 2, and then I will resolve another Fable card. So, we're going to take one of these, and it's tea time. If your total stats add up to 9 or fewer, +1 to any stat. If they add up to 10 or more, recover all exhausted dice. Now, we currently add up to exactly 10. We have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If they add up to 10 or more, recover all exhausted dice. Well, it's only these 2 for us. That's actually not that great, but that is a really good card. I'm quite a fan of it. I just wish we could have benefited a little bit better. Now, it does look like from here I can go up or to there, so I am now going to explore again, and I'm gonna use 2 dice. We're gonna try to, well, no, I like saving them. We're gonna use just the 1. Oh, that was so bad again. I keep deciding not to, and then it keeps being very bad, you guys. We also haven't fought any wolves. Wolves are specific ones that we'll encounter along here, but for example, there was one here or here. So we are hoping to encounter the wolves, but so far we have only gone along the minion paths. So for a fail, here we go. Flip this over, and let's see. I can immediately go to a campfire. I think that is my best bet. Okay, so let's go to this campfire here. And it is first going to be a toll, so I can banish any die or pay 2 money. We'll pay our 2 money because we still have a lot right now. We have 9 currently. And then it's going to be a campfire. So for the campfire, I think I am going to have us gain more health now. I think that's just our best bet. And then immediately after that, we're going to go up to this minion battle with 3 additional minions. So we're very powerful, but we are now about to get rocked. So we have this guy, the Dark Fairy, plus his 3 additional minions. So we're going to have the Runt, Wren, and Wither. They're all going to be fighting us right now, although we do have 9 gold to bribe anyone away that we would like. So let's take a look. We have Dark Fairy. When engagement begins, immediately swap all active dice with all exhausted dice. I wonder if I can bribe him away before that happens. I feel like so. I feel like that's when you bribe them. Okay, so Wren is banish the strongest die applied to Wren. Wither is flip a daytime card in your path to nighttime, or add a nighttime card to your path, then draw and trigger a Fable card. And Wren is, you may only commit dice of a certain color. If you have a matching color in your exhausted area. You may exhaust any number of dice at the start of the engagement. So I feel like both this Dark Fairy and Runt we should just pay to get rid of. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to think that you can bribe them before it actually starts, because if not with this Dark Fairy, I really don't know what we would do. I think we would automatically lose the game. So I am going to pay to get rid of the Dark Fairy and the Runt. So that would be 7 gold out of our 9, bringing us to just 2 left over for us to use. But we are 2 enemies down, which I think is extremely useful. So now we have Wren and Wither, and Wren is going to banish our strongest die applied to them. And Wither is going to flip a daytime card in your path, but there aren't any. So I think it would still draw and trigger a Fable card. This is if I don't beat him, but he has only 1 health, so I do think that we'll be able to do that. All right, so now we do have this wolf hunting ability. We can banish our red die to deal 4 damage to a non-boss enemy or wolf pack enemy. After banishing it, flip to little red. I think I'm going to do this now. I think I'm going to banish my red die. Should I? No, we're recovering 3. We're fine. We're recovering 3. We're just going to roll these. We're going to roll all of these and just try to kill them. And hope that we can get Ren with the purples. Okay, so far that's great. We're going to hold on to both of these. I mean, I guess I have to apply them. That's the thing. Yeah, let's do it like this. I'll put my double here and put all of these here, and that's 4 damage. This is 2 damage, and that's calling it a day. So we get 5 gold back, which will bring us up to 7. But we have to banish the strongest die applied to him, so we'll banish this one. And then our recovery is 3, so we'll get the other 3 back and leave our yellow one down here to be, you know, hopefully grabbed later. But that was that encounter. So we did make it through, but oh man, are we in trouble, I feel like. Alright, so we can go left or right. So I feel like right now is a good time for us to explore. So let's attempt to explore. Yay, we got to put it on the good side. So we'll put this up here and let's see. I think I want to go to the left. To the left. Okay, so we're going to go up here and we have a minion plus 2 more friends. So again, we might have to pay to get rid of them. We're going to pay to get rid of this dark fairy. I assume that's how that works. If it's wrong, hey, I'm trying my best and I'm just showing you guys more of the game and I messed up. But if I didn't mess up, I think we're playing this correctly. So we have our dark fairy. This is the one that would exhaust our dice. So we are going to pay to get rid of him immediately, which is 3, bringing us down to 4. And then we have Stundern. You may banish dice to reduce his bribe for each die. Oh, because he's at 6 health. For each die banished, reduce it by X, where X is the number of hits on that die. Okay, so we're going to wait and try to attack him anyway. And then we also have Prickle. And Prickle is not that powerful because he is not alone. So we have to do 9 damage basically, which I feel like is achievable. We're just going to go strong and just start off by rolling all of these. And just see where that gets us. So we have 4 rolls and we also have the recovery. So let's see. I'm going to reroll. I'm going to reroll all of this, you guys. Oh my gosh. This is my 2nd roll. Okay. And for our 3rd roll, we're going to add a green. Okay, that's really not the best. That was like that. And for our 4th roll, I'm going to add another green. Like, we're recovering a lot, but yo, I'm really scared right now. I wish I'd been rolling them the whole time. All right, so I think we are going to end up taking damage right now. Because let's see, we have 1, 2, 3. Well, these should have, I think technically I was supposed to commit them to specific people. But I mean, we can say that we put them all on him. So that would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But then we only have 1 left over for him. And that was all of our rolls. So we aren't able to stop Prickle, but we are able to stop Stundern. So he's going to give us 3 gold at the end of that. But Prickle is going to do 1 damage back to us because there are multiple people. So that's also really great for us too, that he's going to do the 1 damage, but all of this is gone and these 2 guys are gone. So let's see, what do we want to recover? We can recover 3. Obviously, I think we're just going to take these 3, move them over to here, and that's that. All right, so now let's move forward. And I'm going to go up to the Fable book. So this is the one which is a toll. We can banish a die or pay 2 money. We'll pay 2 money. And then we will encounter a Fable card. The Clearing. Set this card next to your path. You may treat any one node as if it was a shop or a campfire instead of what's printed. After doing so, discard the Clearing. Oh, I love that. I'm going to hold on to that for now. And then I'm going to Should we explore first, just to have the things in front of us and maybe potentially... No, I think we'll wait. So we'll move up to here. This one is the trap, so we're going to roll a blue and potentially recover. Yay, we get to recover 2. So we'll recover those 2 back. And then we will have another Fable card. Just Fable cards all over. Willow Grove. If your health is 3 or lower, plus 1 health, but it is 3. If it is 4 or higher, gain 1 random item. So we are going to gain a health because we were at 3. So we're now at 4. I kind of appreciate that. All right, so now before I decide how to go further, I think I am going to explore again. So let's roll this. We failed, which means that this is now going to be a face down card. And let's see. Let's see where we want to go. They're all basically similar no matter what. So I think we should go straight up. So we're going to go straight up to here to this campfire. This one is another toll, so we can banish a die or pay 2 gold. We'll pay the 2 gold. But then after that, we get the campfire ability, which I'm going to use to buff up my health because we're going to be able to use another one. So we're going to go from 4 to 6 because it's plus 2 health. And then when we move up to here, we're going to use the clearing on this particular node so that it is if it was a shop or a campfire instead. Yeah, so we're going to get to treat this as if it's a campfire instead. So we're going to do this, and we're going to get another campfire, meaning that I'm going to bump up our recovery now to 4. That was pretty good for us, but again, we haven't really killed any of these guys, so he's going to have a ton of abilities if we get if we get to him. All right, so I'm going to have us move forward 1 more, and this is going to be the Blighted one, so all enemies will gain plus 1 health, do plus 1 damage, and a plus 1 to bribing. And it's going to be just a singular minion for me to fight. So we're going to slide these down. And this is the runt. So I can only commit dice of a certain color if I have a matching color in my exhausted area. So right now I can only commit these. He does only have 3 health though, that I think I'm going to do 2 blue and a green. And just see what we can do. Okay, we got it. We got it already. We could have re-rolled. We honestly didn't even need all those. But so we will kill him. We will take the 2 gold. And then let's decide what to recover. So we do get to recover 4 dice. Let's take these 4. So we'll take those back. These will stay over here. And then we will need to continue going forward. So let's explore. I realized I haven't been grabbing items, but honestly, guys, I don't want to spend money on them. I guess I should see what the next item is. But here is our next map tile. And let's see. Also, I could be buying those purple dice. Magic Ball. After each roll dice step, you may banish a committed and unapplied blue to set aside 1 rolled die to a crit. Oh, again, that's really amazing, but I think right now I need to get... Do I need these? I think I'm going to. I think I'm going to pay to take a purple back, so that's going to cost me 3. And I'm now down to 2 gold, which is a little bit scary as well, but you know, we're getting there. So we are now going to go straight up, and this is going to be a minion fight with 2 friends. So we got this guy, and we're going to add Weevil and Slither to it. So these 2 will get moved down, and we have Ren, which is banish the strongest dice applied to him. Weevil is, it has plus 1 health and does plus 1 damage and plus 1 gold reward for each yellow in your exhausted area. So right now it's a 2 health, which again isn't too bad. And then Slither, all dice applied to Slither are banished. Ooh, that's rough. Okay, so let's see, because I could banish my red one to do 4 damage. And I'm wondering, this gets banished regardless, so I think I'm going to use my wolf hunting ability. So I'm going to banish my red die to deal 4 damage to a non-boss or wolf pack enemy, and I'm going to do 4 damage to him by banishing this, so he is already taken care of, and we will gain 3 gold from that. That'll bring us up to 5, and then we just have the other 2 guys to deal with. So let's see. We have a 3 health and a 2 health. That's not too bad. I think I'm gonna apply these. Is that too many? I do have that. I have a lot of rolls, so let's start with this. Actually, because I have so many rolls, we'll start with this. Ah! We'll say that counts. Okay, so that's a whole bunch of hits. I was at 6 health, and where was I? I was here. So let's see. He needs 2, he needs 3. So if he needs 2, we're just going to put these 2 here, and he is already dead. This guy needs 3. I'm going to apply 1, and I still have 3 rerolls, so I think I might work on this purple die and go 1. Ah, perfect. That's exactly what we wanted, because all dice are going to be banished. So let's banish these. We're going to do 3 damage here. Those guys are banished on me, sadly, but these guys are going to go over here. And I do get an extra gold reward for him as well because of the yellow die. So I get 2 gold and then 3 gold, bringing me to a total of 10 gold because we already had 5. And then we're going to get to recover 4 of these. So let's recover 1, 2, 3, 4, and leave the rest over there. And then we gotta work on getting those back now. But I'm glad that we have money to buy them with. So both of these guys are gonna go here. And then after that, I can go straight ahead or fight a whole bunch of people. And I really don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go straight ahead. And this is going to be a blighted one. So they have the +1. And it's going to be a minion, this little blunderboss guy. So we are going to fight him now. And let's see, because we recover 4, although we want banished dice. That's really what we want. Okay, so when activated, immediately defeat all other non-boss enemies in the active area. Well, that's not great for us, because there aren't any. Oh, and he has 2 health. He only does 2 damage back to me, though. I honestly, instead of bribing him or anything, I feel like I should just let him hit me back. Yeah. I'm going to let him hit me for 2 damage and take the damage from him and, like, not commit anything to him. Because that's only going to bring us to 4, and then we're going to be able to recover both of these dice. So we're just going to let him hit us and act like it was our plan. All right, so now we need to explore again. So we're going to roll our yellow die. Oh, and we got a crit, so we're going to get another money. And let's see, because I think, yeah, this is our last card, you guys. So once we get up to the top, we're going to have to fight the big bad wolf. And it's going to be so scary because we have fought 0 wolves. But we do have a lot of our stuff, so I don't know. But actually, when we explored, we are able to buy our dice back. So we are. Do we have 12? We have 11. So we're going to buy 3 of our dice back from over here and spend 9 of it. So we are at 2 left. Oh, but you know what? Our red one stays because you do it from the oh, that kind of stinks. We won't have our red, but we can't afford it. So there's nothing we can do about that. Yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. Yep. Okay. So we are going to move straight forward and fight this guy who is going to be a +1/+1/+1. Now that I think about it, this blunderboss was as well, so we should have taken 1 more damage. But there we go. All right, so now we're going to fight Funnel Web. If you bribe Funnel Web, set it aside and add it to the next engagement. If bribed again before that engagement, repeat this effect. And it only costs 1. I wonder if I can bribe it away to never have to, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to bribe it now with our 1 gold. We have 1 gold left, so I think we're going to bribe it away from the final battle. I assume that's something I can do, but again, I'm doing this without Chip Theory here to help me. So that's what we're going to do. All right, so if all of that had happened, then we are going to go up here to Grandma's house, and we are arriving there with 3 health, almost all of our dice. Actually, we're going to have more health because of the yellow dice that we left there, but we're going to have to fight the big bad wolf. So to do that, I'm going to clear off the board a little bit. So say goodbye to all of this and everything that you've seen, because I'm now going to do this to get rid of our little pathway. That way we can set up our final battle, because really I think this is all that matters. And it is pretty sad that we don't have our red die with us. Alright guys, I did mess up a little bit again. Just full disclosure, I messed up a little bit because I went back and checked my Howl the Moon card, and it says you may apply dice, you may place up to 1 die of each color from your dice pool, and I did 3 yellow because I read that the opposite and thought it was all 1 color. So I'm just gonna play with it like that because that's how we were planning it, but just know that I did read the card wrong and that's not how this is actually played. It would be one of multiple colors and not all the same color there. But we are going to heal for each one there and immediately recover them. So this is going to bring us up to 6 health, which is great. And then we're going to recover our yellow dice, meaning that the only ones that we aren't going into this battle with would be our red one, which we can't get, and our exhausted yellow one over here. All right, so now let's see what we can do. So we have both of these. This is us. We're fighting here in Grandma's house, and this would mean that 2 minions are also pulled into it. So I believe Funnel Limb would be added plus the next 2 minions. So these 2 minions would be here, but we're gonna pay our 1 gold to get rid of him. just to continually bribe him away. And then we have our big bad wolf. So this is where things are going to get a little bit crazy. Before I read what he does, as a reminder, oh my gosh, we have Brienne, which is purple dice cannot be used, but luckily we can kill them. And then we have Runt. You may only commit dice of a certain color if you are a matching color in your existed area. And for us right now, it's only yellow. So we're going to see what we can do with that. But we also have the Big Bad Wolf, who has 9 health, does 3 damage back. During each roll dice step, you may only roll 1 die of each color. Okay. And you may subtract 1 to any stat to increase the number of each color you may roll at a time by 1. All right, but he's going to have all of these abilities because we didn't kill any other wolves at all. So he has big eyes. During each roll dice step, when a miss or crit is rolled on a purple, I lose a health. Dark Domain. The Big Bad Wolf has +1 health for each daytime map explored this game, not including the starting card. Oh goodness, so where did I just put those? He is going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, an extra 4 health. Okay, which I don't have any money left over, so I'm just going to put that here to remind us that he has an extra 4 health. He also has big teeth. At the start of this engagement, banish 1 die for each undefeated wolf pack card, then roll all banished dice. -1 health for each success rolled. Okay, we'll do that last because that may kill us as well. We also have Matted Fur, which is the enemy with the highest health gains +3 and +1 damage. Okay, well that's definitely him, so he's gonna gain +3 more. I think there's no way to do this. Gnawing Hunger. At the start of this engagement, discard half your items rounded up. Well, lucky for us, we don't have any, so that one actually didn't hurt us at all. But now we'll do Big Teeth. At the start of this engagement, banish 1 die for each undefeated wolf pack card. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be 5. It doesn't say what color it has to be. So I'm going to do these, hoping to miss on the yellow. Gosh, this is awful. All right. So, oh my gosh, you guys, I roll so well. I can't not roll well. I mean, it doesn't show me the crit symbol. I would think though. No, it doesn't show me the crit symbol, so I think it's -1 just for the, so it is a -4, which is still horrible. So we got -4 there, so we're down to 2 health, like, literally from the get-go. And then I believe these are banish. Yeah, then they're all banished. Yep, okay, so those are all gone, and now we have this to fight with. So purple cannot be used. I can only use things in my thing, but I can automatically put stuff there, so I'm going to add a blue there. And then I'm going to try to kill these guys with these, and see what I can do. But really, we're in trouble. Okay. Okay. All right, so that's 3. We want to get rid of this where purple can't be used. Is it worth trying to re-roll at all? Oh, sorry. During each roll dice step, I can only roll 1 die of each color. But I could have paid stats to fix that. So I'm going to pay 1 regular health because I don't feel like I need it to roll my extra green. And then I need to pay 2 to roll the extra blue. So we'll do 1 and 1, bringing us to 3 and 3. Okay. Although I don't know if recovery matters, so let's leave that at 4 and this down to 2. Okay, so do I want to leave this as is? I think I'm going to try rerolling one of these for another. No, I should kill someone. All right, I'm going to put all these on Brienne to have them be knocked out. That's going to give me 4 gold, but, you know, who cares? So now, I didn't have a green in my, oh my gosh. All right, I'm going to have to say I couldn't have, oh my gosh. I couldn't have rolled these. Yeah. So I think we have to leave it like this. That's actually what it should have been, is I couldn't have rolled those, leave it like this, and I have to hope to kill the purple. Although this is only if it's in my exhaust. Oh, but I can exhaust. Okay. So we'll put that there so that we can, oh no, but we can't use purple. Okay, so we have to exhaust this to use this. This is our 3rd roll. Okay, so we can apply this here. This guy is now killed. All right, so now he is killed. Okay, so now I will exhaust the purple and then roll all of these just to try to take out the rat, because I can't take out anybody else, and we do. So we have the 3 to take him out. We'll roll 1 more for fun. That does nothing, and then the big bad wolf is going to hit us for 3 damage. And we only have 1. You guys, this has been the red deck by Tanglewoods. You got to watch me lose pretty quickly, and then you got to see me make it all the way to the end. So I think that really shows that in this game there's a lot of variability, and depending on what you choose to do and how successful you might be, you might get stopped pretty quickly and then want to restart the game and play the whole thing, or you might get really lucky and be able to play all the way through to the end. Now, the one thing I'll note is that these different wolf cards that added all of the different abilities, I'll show you exactly what it looks like, but on these cards, you can see that these are all the minion symbol. They're almost like a little bit of a teardrop symbol, but there's a different symbol for the different wolves. So let's see, where are they? Here's one. So they're right in the center, and I did avoid them, which is possibly a mistake that I made, because when you encounter them, you would randomly draw one of these cards from the bottom of the deck, and then after that, you would be able to take them out. Now, once you take them out, they no longer add to these abilities at the end of the game to make the big bad wolf stronger, so that is a way to weaken him, but you do also have to go through those different encounters, so it's also very tough and hard to do as well. And with that, this has been a playthrough of Tanglewoods. Thank you to Chip Theory Games for letting me play this ahead of time, and thank you to Manny Trembley for making this absolutely beautiful world. You can check out the link down below. They're going to be live on July 9th over on GameFound, that you can back this project and find out what the other decks are as well, because now I'm super, super curious. I'm Professor Meg, and there will also be a first impressions review, something like that, on the channel as well, so keep your eyes peeled, but I will see you all next time. Bye!